Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi, Disu. And yes, I'm going to fulfill my promise. Dear Bunmi, we couldn't have yesterday, but we will have today. I forgot to tell Auntie Bunmi. She would have thought that maybe. Well, I hope Auntie Bunmi is listening. Quite unlike me, I would have called her to say, Coach, it's not Wednesday, it's now Thursday. But before we do that, I'd like to have, if one or two complaints from those who listen to Sheriff and I on dailies today, and to the effect that it's been said that we don't carry the news of what's going on, of the proceedings at the tribunal. Now, that 30-minute program is about analysis, it's not about news. Okay, and so my thinking is that why read out news of that nature where you can't comment on a case going on in court? So that's why we decided to, or rather I decided that we will stay out of it until, of course, we do get judgment and so on and so forth. So it's not deliberate and it's not for lack of interest. Okay? Right, to do the Bunmi with me today is Mariam, who is standing in, of course, you know Mariam now, What's Up Lagos?
Yeah.
From now, who is standing in for my guest. My guest has left home since 7 o'clock and is still in traffic. But because I'm a good person, and I didn't marry a good one. So
yeah, one good one deserves
another. This is payback time.
My
Morning, Marian. How are you?
Good morning.
Okay, let's get the. Morning, we have Oluwa Kemi in the studio. This is working with me for the first time.
Morning.
Morning, she's standing in for Feta. Will Feta be here tomorrow?
Maybe.
Maybe not. Okay, let's get down to business. Marian, look at what we have here. Should I choose my son over my hobby? We were both virgins. Oh, well. I find it difficult to move on. My white lie could backfire. I took his love for granted. That's a very good one. Maybe that's where we start. I took it. Then son-in-law getting on my nerves with religion. Let's take I took his love for granted. Because that is sorry.
Yeah. Let's start with the love for granted.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that.
Let me read the.
I thought you said I should go.
No, calm down.
My blood is hot.
No, not let your body hot first. Calm down. This is Winifred. Okay, this is a lady called Winifred.
Sounds like a good girl.
It sounds like
a good girl.
Well, the Winifred I know is a good girl. Yeah, I know is a good girl. And I don't know if the Winifred I know is listening.
Okay, she might be.
Could she be the one? No, she wouldn't be the one. Okay, so she says that Winifred says, I am still in love with an ex-boyfriend. Kai, we grew up and went to school together. For 3 years, on and off, we were a couple. There was a bit of that, like when I was doing my A-levels. We had couples then, and it was a serious matter. I mean, none of it ended in marriage, but people were tight, I went to a mixed school to do my A-levels, and of course, it was an American school then, just handed over to the government. So there was, it wasn't this very strong discipline. And so you had couples, they'll be huddled together. And we didn't have one class, HSC 1, HSC 2. No, if you had geography, you go to room 301. If you had, so they would always be, and so I remember now, my mind is going back to some of the couples.
Pleasant memories, I presume.
Pleasant memories. Don't worry, I won't mention your names now because none of you.
I know that the people are like, oh gosh.
They're waiting.
Please don't.
Okay, I'm not going to mention your name. Let's say for 3 years on and off we were a couple. We broke up 2 years ago, but run into each other from time to time. We've been seeing other people since our breakup. In 2 years already, it's other people. I've had other serious partners in such a short time, but I always find myself comparing them with him. They just don't seem to match up, so my relationships end. So Winifred explains that we broke up because we were young and I took advantage of my boyfriend's good nature. It sounds familiar. Take advantage of my good nature, yeah. What's this?
I'm thinking. This is my thinking sound.
We split up many times, but I always knew he'd have me back. Does that happen to ladies?
Yes, it does. I think women are more on the receiving end of that. I don't want to be sexist about it. I think that when an ex leaves and keeps coming back, they and you keep taking them back, they sort of know you, so they know that you have a good nature. You love them so much that no matter how much crap they give you, you would always take them back. And so they begin to take advantage of you. So they see that you're in a relationship, you're happy, they can't wait so you break up, and then even when you're in the relationship, they just keep coming back and forth. And if you keep knocking boots, the more dangerous the relationship will be with other people. So
are you saying that it's better from the onset for you to lay the grounds that once I go, I'm not coming back?
I always tell people that, not just women, when you shut the door, shut it completely. Are there other times or certain opportunities for you to get back with an ex that you live happily ever after? Yes, but the percentage is very tiny.
The person you spoke to this morning that we both spoke to, his dad would always say, and you need to say this to him, because says, where I say good night, I don't say good morning.
Exactly. And I totally agree.
I'll never forget my uncle for that.
I totally agree. Once you shut that door, especially, you have to keep remembering why you shut the door in the first instance. So once that door is shut, don't open it. Because if you open it, the truth is that people really don't change. People don't change. What they do is try to adjust to what they want you to take, what they want you to see in that relationship, because they want you back. They've gone to test other people, and they know that other people, can't take what they give you. So they rather come to the familiar instead of, dealing with, other people. So,
okay, so let me finish what Winifred has started. And she says that, I regret everything I put him through. He was funny. Okay? He was funny. Are you listening?
Right? Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah.
No, she'll take care of herself. Let her catch her breath. She's been in traffic. Morning, how are you?
Sorry.
You've been in traffic. Where were you coming from? Speak to us.
Orchid Road.
Yes.
Orchid, okay. What do you say?
Orchid Road.
Where's Orchid Road?
Around Eleganza.
That's Lekki Express.
It takes forever to come from that area.
Wow.
Famous traffic area.
Okay. So back to what I was saying. I regret everything I put him through. He was funny, clever, good looking, and always there when I needed him.
So what do we want?
He was everything I could ever want in a partner. Oh.
So what do we want? And I totally get it when they say, what do women want? Because that's the ideal guy.
It is because, there's...
He didn't have any sense of...
My people call... Do you understand Yoruba at all?
Dear.
Dear. Okay, kini wan pe ni oju kokoro.
Long throat. Big eyes. Big eye. In my mother's language, big eye. People always want that danger.
So let me finish. She said that I'd do anything to turn back the hands of the clock.
Wow.
And she says, so when my best friend told me recently that he asked for my mobile number, I couldn't stop thinking about him. Should we try again? Morning. What's the name again?
Precious Yabo.
Precious, yes. Precious Yabo. How are you?
Cute.
Hi, thank you.
She's not here for a beauty contest.
Sorry, but she's cute.
Wow.
I'll have to take you for an analysis. No. Here's a nice looking guy sitting in front of you, and then you're saying she's cute.
But she's gorgeous, and women love compliments.
What's going on here?
Yes.
We do, actually.
What's going on here?
It's just another
Women
queen.
supporting women.
Yeah, a queen.
A
queen recognizing a queen.
I know what I'll do. I'll inject the two of you, and you'll end up in Uganda.
No! Never.
Okay. So, what should she do? Should she? The guy asked for her number. She got to hear about that. Should she? If the guy chases her, may agree.
Okay, so the truth is, in as much as women like to be chased, it's very important for men not to be in a hurry to actually give up. If it's someone with intentions, the person would actually...
No, she'd been with this guy before.
It's her former husband.
It's her former boyfriend, and she said the guy, he ticks all the boxes, but that she'd always taken him for granted. And now suddenly she hears that he's been asking for her number, and she's now wondering whether she should if the guy makes a move, whether she should cave in.
So the truth is, whatever changed, because if someone ticks all your boxes and then you took the person for granted,
yes,
and suddenly you are trying to have a change of thought towards the person, that means something has changed for the guy, obviously. So it's left for her to be very careful, because there are some people that when you hurt them and they actually want to pay back, if they want to pay you back, they will do everything. You won't see it coming.
I was going to say
They'll
that.
do everything.
Yeah.
It's when you fall back, then they will let you understand the misery you put them through all that time. And then you might not be able to even get out of the pain they'll put you through.
Yes.
God bless you. Because
Yes.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, you know, because
So that is the way the minds of you women.
No,
it's the
no.
man.
It's
actually
the
both
human mind.
ways.
It's the human mind.
This one has backfired on
Uncle
me.
Jimmy, it's the human mind.
I've killed you.
I think it's the human mind, because you
I've
see,
given you.
a guy that's really good to you, ticks all your boxes,
But the guy
loved you.
could actually love her now.
Yes, but then I'm sure that he knew, he must have found out that she was cheating. Hence the breakup.
But maybe she has stopped cheating. You know, sometimes the guy, and then look, listen.
That love is blind. Wait.
Sometimes wait now, cool down, like they say in Edo. Look, sometimes as you grow, I mean, let's face it, when all of us are young, we saw our wild oats. But
I didn't.
oh my God. Okay, we'll take you for your word. we won't go any further than that. We won't go any further than that. We'll take you for your word. Let's just play safe and move to another subject. So eventually, if this guy now comes back to her, she shouldn't say no, but she should be careful.
Very careful.
What
Yes.
we all agree.
Yes.
She has to actually observe before she goes into it.
But you can observe all you like. What will be, will be.
But that's another problem.
If he's a smooth operator,
you just
yes.
put your life in the hands of the good Lord. At the end of the day, you can observe. Do you know that you could be with somebody 25, 30 years and not know him?
Yeah.
Look at the
Yes.
recent one in ITV. When after so many years of marriage, it's now discovered that the guy is gay. Guys, don't spoil your face now.
No,
These things
it
happen.
It happens. Because
For that long,
Yeah,
you
a lot
can't
of gay
tell.
people actually have children.
See,
You
people,
won't tell.
just as your husband could have had a side chick forever, and then on the day he dies, on his funeral day, you see a child,
Just
a love
appears.
child. Men and women are good at covering their tracks if they love you and don't want to hurt
Let
you.
me tell you.
If you
Yeah.
don't
Let me
want to
tell
hurt
you.
me, then why are you
Let me
cheating?
tell
No,
you.
they don't look at it like that.
Let me intimidate you with my age.
Oh,
Because that's the African way of doing things. If you know the number of bizarre people that we have in the Nigerian society, some of them are pastors, some of them are imams, some of them are. But if you know the things that both sides can be up to, you'll be amazed.
Yes.
I know one or two ladies that are lesbians and the husbands don't know about it.
Exactly.
In fact, there's a lesbian club of married women.
What?
Yes.
Well, I'm not necessarily shocked. I'm not.
No, there's a lesbian. I mean, so everybody has, usually secrets that. So that is neither here nor there. Okay, don't let's spend too much time on this one. This is 9:19. I don't want to talk about both virgins because I don't think there's any virgin in this arena that we're speaking now. So
Jimmy, Uncle, can you speak for yourself, please?
no, I mean I said that this story says that, and I was mumbling to myself. I wasn't talking
Were
to you.
you not
I
once a
said that-
virgin? Were you
I
not
said-
once a virgin?
Yeah, I said that's why I said that. When I said this story has Sam saying that we're both virgin, I said
I think that's why you should be able to contribute to it. Since you have
No, I
experience.
just I wasn't talking to you, ladies. You don't mind your own business.
Me, I'm a virgin, oh.
Okay,
Virgins.
fair enough. I mean, I'm not volunteering to test the veracity of what you just said.
Wow.
But I'm just. But I just said that I don't want to touch that.
I maintain it. I maintain it. I'm a virgin.
Okay, fair enough. He's in a virgin. You see him now. It's just-
Anybody who know they talk here, I know be virgin.
I'm a virgin. No?
Who's what? You be virgin.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get down to business now. Lizzie says, I find it difficult to move on. My last relationship was violent and sexually abusive.
Oh no.
Even after we split up, he stalked me and made my life miserable. It took a long time for me to shake him off, but now I'm beginning to build up my life again. I've even met a new man, and I'm very happy with him. But I can't bring myself to do anything with him because of what happened in the past. My new man is very understanding, and maybe I should add the word patient. Because some men know But we've been together for 5 months, and she doesn't know whether she'll ever be ready. Will I be able to make this relationship work? I think that she needs professional help.
Yeah, she needs good counsel.
She's
What do
obviously
you
going
think?
through PTSD.
Yeah,
Okay, so the thing is, when someone has actually admitted that there's
Yes.
a problem, there's
They're halfway
just
there.
solution
They're halfway
for the
there.
person.
They're
So
halfway
the
there.
truth is just to go for therapy.
Do you think, now I'm not asking you, I'm asking her. Do you think that deliverance will work? Maybe she should go to do deliverance. Would that help?
Okay, so the truth is, I'm a practicing Christian, yeah.
We are not asking
But
for
no,
your
I'm trying
deliverance.
to
They-
explain it. I'm trying to explain it
You
that.
don't need to. People always intimidate you with this.
No,
I've been a Christian
no,
for
no, no.
25
It's
years.
not
I've
about
been-
that. I'm just trying to be very truthful. Because
Okay, yes, be
it's just
truthful.
like I'm in church and I'm saying, God, I want to lose weight. It's
Yes.
not going to work that way. You will
Okay.
see pastors
Okay,
that
so
go to the
we
gym.
now know that you're
So
a
we're not
practicing
believing
Christian.
in deliverance.
We now
but we
know.
know that prayer
Prayer.
will facilitate
Okay,
your
or
therapy.
maybe Miriam, should we do the native one called Molatori? You know the native one?
This is Adatuka to help you.
We have a Jatuka.
No. I think she needs counseling.
Either you've been watching so many
Too much Nollywood.
to see all these Yoruba movies, or you've been up to some mischief.
No, I can never forget one Yoruba movie I watched, and the person said, Adatuka, it's to help you to do something, take somebody's husband. I mean, Nollywood teaches us all kinds of things. I mean, but I think that she needs counseling. It's very
It's
important.
very important.
She has
Professional
PTSD.
counseling.
Yes, she needs.
And like she said, like Iyabo said, she's halfway there.
Yes, and it's not enough to talk to your pastor or your imam. You need to go for.
What about your mom, Mbok? Can't you talk to your mom?
Mom
At times it
mom
can be
mom can
sentimental.
encourage you, but she doesn't have the credentials of a clinical psychologist because she's a prisoner of her
What do
past.
you think a clinical solution?
She's a-
Gunlabereni?
No, but she's a prisoner of her past. Have you ever
okay.
talked to a shrink before? It's very
Yes, I've talked to her.
it's a very interesting experience, and she needs to have it.
Yes. Okay, we got to take a break, okay? And we'll come back in less than 2 minutes. We'll be back.
Don't touch that dial. Daily Digest returns in a moment.
We are in a time where people yearn for information.
Information is quick. The larger the reach, the better.
Bits
Pieces.
and the whole. All the details right here on Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Well, look who it is.
Are you a tech enthusiast eager to build your skills and advance in the ever-evolving world of technology? This is your chance to learn the required skills to succeed in the future of Africa's tech ecosystem through the Advanced Africa program. With over 10,000 young Africans equipped with tech skills, you could be one of the next beneficiaries of this scholarship. Available courses are Business Analytics, Data Science, Digital Marketing, Introduction to Programming, and Product Management. So join the community of young, vibrant tech trailblazers building the future of Africa's tech space. Visit www.advanced-africa.org to apply today. Registration closes on the 13th of June 2023. Advanced Africa is powered by Access Bank and Udacity.
Now midnight you Disu.
you dey receive one important call. Now so you just hear,
You have 1 minute remaining.
sharp, you don't begin check your wallet. But to cash no come deal. How e for be if you go fit recharge without cash and dem still sama you bonus on top your recharge anytime? Your credit don nearly finish? No wahala. Just download my MTN NG app to recharge your MTN line. Abi make you dial star 904 hash to buy airtime straight from your bank account. Fiam any day, anytime, and enjoy 15% awoof bonus on top any amount wey you recharge. Na so e be o, very easy. MTN, wetin we dey do today?
Happiness happens when people come together to celebrate moments like love. From friends adorning the new bride in exquisite accessories, to parents giving their blessings to the new couple. And everyone, friends, family, and guests raising their chilled bottles of Maltina to toast to the new bride and groom. See, together, happiness happens when we share with Maltina.
Maltina. Share happiness.
The Infinix Note 30 series, the baddest selfless phone. So classy, yet powerful. Put it against another phone, and it reverse charges it. A smartphone that doubles as a power bank comes with a long-lasting battery that fast charges with lightning bolt speed. To put it simply, it carries its own weight and pulls the weight of others. Fancy you a phone that makes you a 30 BG? You've got the answer.
Take charge 24/7 with the Infinix Note 30. All-round wireless fast-charging smartphone that charges almost 99% of your other devices.
Lighting up Nigeria. This one na VAE, lighting up Nigeria with our high quality VAE fittings, LED bulb, switch, lamp holder, mattresses, changeover switch, and many more. VAE, lighting up Nigeria na our mandate. VAE, we dey make am for Nigeria. You fit reach us on valueallianceelectrical@gmail.com.
Call us on 081 59 592999 or 081 44008826.
It's a date for all football lovers. Enjoy the Champions League epic final on Saturday, 10th of June, only on Supersport. The UEFA Champions League final is available on DSTV Compact Package. It's your moment.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back. This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
Yeah, you're welcome back to the Daily Digest, and of course I have we're having dear Bunmi today, and I have Precious. Is it Precious Iyabo or Iyabo Precious?
Precious Iyabo.
Precious Iyabo. We can't choose one.
You can.
Okay, we have Precious here, and we also have Marianne. And I'd like somebody, if you know of any policeman I can hire or bouncer to come and throw Marianne.
I'm not that powerful.
So we were talking about who were we talking about?
The lady who was in a toxic relationship.
Who was in a toxic relationship.
Yes.
I think what she needs to do, of course,
is counseling.
It's counseling. I'm happy for her. Do you know why? Because she knows she has a problem, and that's once with 50% of once that is done, 50% cured.
And her blessing, the biggest blessing she has, is a man who loves and understands what she's been through and the phase.
We don't know
but
yet.
she's met in the industry.
I had a do in this studio last year or the year before, and we were talking about men and relationships. And guess what? He hit the bullseye. 99% of guys don't know what they want from a woman until the do has been done. That is when you say that is the reality. We are not talking about what should be.
Oh, in this case, they haven't. Yes.
Yes. So you are not even sure of a guy until he hits bullseye, because that's when his eyes will not be clear. Because there have been instances where you will find somebody thinking that something could be off-putting. So you just never know.
Did she actually state if they haven't?
Yes, she did.
Yes, now
okay, now another thing is men. She's at a vulnerable stage.
Yes.
So she's going to actually think that this person really
Really
loves
loves
me and
her.
is being patient. Because the truth is, we women, we love to make excuses for people, even when they hurt us. So when something is happening, it's what you want to work with that you're going to project on the person. You just be like, I think he's being patient, because you look at it that despite the fact that he knows everything I'm going through, is still here. Don't worry. Some people really don't care, but you think that is being patient. So it's actually like two ways.
I don't agree with you. I don't think that women, want to think what they want to think. I don't think so.
Some people operate that way.
Very few, because women, if there are people who are deep thinkers, it's women. Women overthink sometimes, and that's why men say it's not even that deep.
Look, I also think that it's not like it used to be way back.
Exactly.
Having a relationship now is extra difficult because you don't know. For starters, this guy could put up so much of an act. You might just take a very good look, critical look, and discover that he's standing on air. There's nothing.
Yeah, and
he
so
could have the best car. He could give you the best whatever and this and that, only for you to wake up and discover that.
So women, men, before you really are serious with the person,
be very, very careful.
Do some digging. Don't be afraid to dig up
I
stuff.
think the good old traditional way would help. See a babe that I like, marry him. Do you know this guy? Oh, yes.
Ask around, yes.
You went to federal government girls?
No. I went to a Catholic school.
You went to a Catholic
Holy
school?
Child.
You went to Holy Child?
Yes.
Oh.
I know.
So maybe this would apply. No.
I told you.
I got 0700 993 and 014657190 for the ladies. If you do call in, I'll be glad to have your own contribution to this. So we have another one. So we've done that. My white lie could backfire. Is there a black lie?
Lies. Well, I mean,
why would you call something a white lie? I mean,
because it's done to save the day, and it does not necessarily hurt anybody.
That one is white. Okay, what is a black lie?
The one that you shall know that we kill somebody. If they don't know, the person is dead. But a lie is a lie, no matter how you.
Kemi, do you know the difference between a black lie and a white lie?
Yeah, like Marianne said, basically.
Not what Marianne said. Do you know?
Well, for me, I think a white lie is just to maybe protect the person on the other hand, and you're basically not really lying. You're trying to like save something or protect something.
Okay, so a black lie in content.
That's the lie. That's the actual lie. That's the lie that just bang everywhere.
Why
that's
everything you have black
and white?
Black and white. The bad one is black. The nice one is white.
I don't know. I think people just make these things up.
It's like I get to hear some ladies talking, behind the wall, and your neighbor next door is talking, and say, oh lucky Goni, white slow fair. I just say, yeah.
Okay.
But don't let's go there. All right. So we this white lie could backfire. It took a few days off work to care for my 8-year-old son. I took a few days. I think I've had this before. I took a few days off work to care for my 8-year-old son who had tonsillitis. I shouldn't have taken so many days. I've said this before by Sheung. What he did was that he lied about his son having tonsillitis, and then out of the sympathy and everything, everybody was asking about me while the son was busy playing football. So he's feeling very uncomfortable about that. This is one of the old Dear Bunmi stories that was added to this. So let me just quickly move on to another one that we have on the end. Should I choose my son over my hobby? And this is, guess who wrote this email? Helen. Could it be the Helen?
Helen of Troy.
Could it be the Helen that we know?
I don't know. I don't know.
What was this? What did we call coverage of this last election? Something 23.
Inauguration.
No, not inauguration.
Oh, you mean
the election? Was it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Something 23. Could it be that early?
Oh no! Come on! Come on!
Anyway, this Helen, not the Helen that we know, has a 20-year-old son, an undergraduate. When my 20-year-old son was an undergraduate when he got into a wrong group and was arrested with some of his gang members for robbery. This is a serious one now. He's currently serving an 18-month sentence and is due to be released soon. When he comes out, I want him to live with me so I can stop him from going off the rails again. But my husband, who is his stepfather, says it's a waste of space and that if he comes back, he would move out. Since I own the house, who do I put first? My son or my husband? Can I cast my votes?
Please do.
Of course, the son.
Because
let me explain why. Because I believe in the love me, love my dog relationship. You understand? And as far as I'm concerned, if I were the guy, the thing that if he was my son, what would I do? Would you throw him out? He's been to jail. You need to give him a second chance in life, you know. And to now say that he shouldn't move in with his mom and you will move out. He can go anywhere he likes. Probably has nowhere to go anyway.
Uncle Jimmy, we can't, give the verdict without finding out what the so-called husband has also experienced from that boy.
Sorry?
The man must have had previous experiences with that young man. You know how a mother's love is? It's unwavering.
Maybe she spoiled him.
Yes, it's unwavering. No matter what your son does, even if he killed somebody, you would still want to draw him close. And this man couldn't have been married to her for this long and had not had any experience or any close shove with this guy. What if he has tried in his own way? Because he cannot be the woman's husband without being a father figure.
Or maybe what he means is that, look, I won't live under the same roof with this boy. Maybe the boy has also been cantankerous.
Exactly. Insolent. He's refused to, it could be a lot of things. And the man is saying, I can't keep up with this. I have to leave if you must have him back in this house.
Precious, what do you think?
So now, I understand what you're explaining here. But if you are a father, irrespective of what the person does, you should still have that tolerance. Or you just see, the truth is, as a single mom, before you go for anyone, fine, everybody's looking for closure, but before you go for anyone, you really need to take your time to know who is who. Fine, we can't know everybody, as we've all said that they are going to pretend and the likes of it. But when you are getting married to me, you're definitely getting married to my son. My son wasn't even supposed to be in that thing if you were truly being my husband and my father. Because you're supposed to look out for my son too. Whenever he comes around.
But that's too much responsibility. He can't be everywhere with him. He's a 20-year-old man.
Yeah, he can't be everywhere with him.
No, I disagree. No,
whatever you have actually taught him from the beginning.
Again, I'm saying the man is not here to defend himself because this woman is writing it from a perspective
and then
of
why
a mother.
Should a so-called
what if he's done
father
everything he could? But this boy would always play the card of, you're not my father, you can't tell me what to do. How do you deal with that?
But why is a so-called father referring to a child as a waste of space?
Because of his experience, you can't really
as
understand.
As a mother, I'm
Again,
not going
it's her choice of words. You don't know what it was.
No, she's quoting the guy now. She said, and we're assuming that's
exactly. It's based on assumption.
And he's already saying he's going to move out since the woman owns the place. What if he actually just got married to her because in their free accommodation?
Who knows what she told him? It's my house, so you can't tell my son not to live here. A lot of things could have gone under the water. You never know. Under the bridge, I mean.
A lot of what is.
Our listeners want to contribute.
Yes, please.
Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle.
This is a pastor. Pastor Michael from Orile Gomo. So he has experience in this matter. Yes.
Uncle Jimmy.
Sir.
First and foremost, the man should not move out. The man should assume the role of the boy's father. Hence, the man has accepted to marry that woman. No matter what that boy does, the man should take the place of the father and put that boy through.
Well, he can only take the place of the father if the boy wants him to take the place of the father.
Yes, the boy, you see, even our own biological children, sometimes they want to stray, to bring them back.
What if he doesn't? This is a 20-year-old adult.
Yes, sir. Even if it is 25.
Wait a minute. Sometimes you find yourself in a position where handling your own... You see, all these sentiments is coming in because he's not the real father of the boy.
Yes.
He could still be the real father of the boy and say that, look, I can't live with him.
Yes.
Because there are some children like that. But what was the other case where we said... Pastor, why did you listen to the first case we had when we said somebody should go for counseling?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you pray the thing out of the woman?
Uncle Jimmy, bye-bye. No, man.
Let's pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
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 Morning. Morning.
Hello.
We can hear you loud and clear. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Paul. I'm calling from Egbeda.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think the problem is the woman.
Oh.
Yes, the problem is the woman. And you see, naturally, men has this natural ego. There is no way you can defeat it. I think the clash of civilizations is kind of preparing a space for women to say they have an equal right in quote, with man or with men. And that is the reason why the problem exists.
Okay.
Because if the woman has cautioned that boy, there must be something that has not been made known. That woman is supporting the son. A 20 years is an adult. I started living on my own at age of 19. I started catering for myself. I rented a house, a room in Ijesha. So a 20 years old boy is an adult. So for the mother to support him, it means that woman has no regard for the man and for the marriage.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I support the man to pack out if that would solve the problem. Yeah,
Thank you very much. This is yeah, can you thank you. The boy is a victim of single parenting. Single parenting gone wrong.
Yeah.
And it usually happens like this.
Mothers and their sons, they're inseparable. It's the same thing, fathers and their daughters. It's they always, like she said, make excuses for these people because they might be going down the wrong road, but they'll keep saying, "Oh, but I love him, he's my son. Do you want me to abandon him?" But I mean, it's a lot. I know.
And for the gentleman who called, note that the boy is 20 now. He served an 18-month sentence, meaning he was 19 or 18 when he joined this battle. And I don't think it's enough all the time to blame parents for some of the things.
I think he's an adult and he should take, responsibility for his actions.
He should take responsibility. There are some children, no matter the circumstance, how you try to bring them up, sometimes it just happens that, they just don't get it.
Yeah.
And I think, to be fair to this guy, looking at it all over again, maybe he believes that this woman spoiled this guy all along. And that he couldn't live under the same roof with the guy.
And maybe she even stops him from even disciplining the guy.
Don't forget that this guy, the way this story is going, this guy will probably have a sense of propriety to his mother's house.
Exactly.
Okay? To his mother's house, that this is our house, myself and my mom.
Yes.
You are the stranger, you have together.
Exactly.
Maybe you don't dabaru the man before.
And that's the thing. So the man would always feel like an outsider, no matter what he tries, no matter how much
love
he tries to show.
Is it such a good idea to live with
a woman? Bad idea. Same thing for a woman living in a family house. It's a bad idea either way.
It's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Well, what if it's that it's not necessarily that the man could be well off, but find the woman's house.
Yeah, but I'd insist because I married you. Come live with me. Your house would always be your house. Maybe that's even good.
Oh, you would you are taking the role of a man now.
I'm saying if I were a man.
Oh, if you were a man.
No matter how small and decent my house is, you'd live with me. Because unfortunately, I'm sure she'll support me. When the going
don't campaign, say your own.
When the going gets bad, she will be saying, "This is my house. You can't tell me to throw my son out of my house," and that's what's happened.
Some women are always in a hurry to throw their wives out.
Yes, because it's their house. So she could have just left her house and stayed with the man. The man shouldn't have moved in with her.
Pastor Ladipo, in your sermon on Sunday, this is an issue you have to say.
But the truth is, okay, so Yoruba people will say something that when a knife cuts you and you throw it away, the knife has already done what it wants to do. So the man saying he doesn't want to see the child, I think there's something that can be done between both of them. There's just no way.
I think she's the deciding factor. Wrong. Yes, she needs
so they just need to. Now, the boy definitely knows what his eye went through when he was in prison. So it's not going to be unreasonable to still come out and wants to still rebel.
With the way, let's be
because
honest.
they said he was roped in it, so they are trying to portray like it's not like
they
the
didn't
boy
say
was bad.
No,
what did he read?
We always make excuses for our children by saying other children influence them. What she said was that he got in with a wrong group. I mean, fair enough. But so he's a member of the group. No, he's a member of the group.
For the mother to say wrong group, that means she knows the child. She knows what she has put in place.
She never said he's innocent.
Sentiment.
She said and for him to be serving a sentence, I'm thinking
there
that most likely
it
probably was a robbery or something.
Yeah.
Or it could be drug related. And going by the way Nigerian prisons are, it's difficult for you to take it in, you know. If somebody has been to prison, you're going to take one eye look at.
Yeah.
You know, because prison, have you been to the prisons before? Oh my God. Google Nigerian prisons.
It's an eyesore.
It's an eyesore.
Yeah.
It's an eyesore. It probably will come out with his preference for men anyway, but that's a story.
How good, Jimi?
No, I said it probably. I'm an English graduate and I went to Unilag. Did you go to Unilag?
No, sir.
Oh, my show. You didn't go? Oh, you went to
University of Calabar.
Did you go to
prestigious? Don't come for me.
How could I find myself in the midst of this?
Oh, please.
How could I find? Okay, so very quickly, let's go to the next one because we have just about 5 minutes. But let's see if we can run through it. Taye says that my eldest daughter just turned 30. A few years ago, she and her husband joined an extreme religious group. Since then, she has become judgmental and a bit excessive in her behavior. I accept her life to be her own, to do what she likes, but she and her husband, who is from a religious family, keep trying to convert me. I find that very offensive. Very, very offensive. I like people to park in their own lane. Once you've introduced whatever it is to me and I've given it to you straight that I'm not interested, park in your lane and you know. But so they keep coming at her. They'll say, I'll go to hell. They tell her that, Mommy, in law, if I don't follow the tenets of their religion. I find their attitude offensive. I got the feeling that they'll keep on trying to win my soul in their own way with the hope that I'll eventually come round to their way of thinking. She says this is causing resentment and it scares me. They've been going around the country from time to time to convert sinners. This is a very difficult scenario that happens to, you know, especially as they're getting older. Because the truth is, younger people see the world from a different perspective than older people. Usually older people are stayed. You've been at 50. How old is the woman? Where she has this
30-year-old.
So she's about 50 in her 50s. Why can't these guys just leave her alone?
I don't. I can't comment on these extremities because I've never experienced. Well, I have. There's this group, I'm not going to mention, that prays early in the morning and then they will send it to you by force. They will tell you to join. If my leg is paining me, join this prayer in the morning. Something will happen. I say, but I pray. My church also prays. Does it mean that the prayer in my church is not as strong as that prayer they do in the morning? My friends hate me for it. But I had to sit them down and explain to them that, you know, the funny thing, you guys make it look like the God that they are serving in that church is different from the God we serve in our church.
I know people talk about
different.
My God.
I said, and it makes it look different. It's not different.
Okay,
so
I don't have much time. You know what we should do? What we should do is that I find this subject.
We should keep it and talk about it.
We should keep it and talk about it sometime next week.
Yes.
Okay. And I would call it etiquette, giving people the etiquette. We've been using phones for so long, we don't know the etiquette of phone using. Sending me forwarded text or WhatsApp messages like prayers and things is an invasion of my privacy.
Exactly.
That's why I had to stop people from sending me Happy New Month.
Oh, I know. I put
things.
an embargo years ago, so people know not to send it to me.
I mean, we invade people. It's okay if you have a group of people you know they want the news.
And
I like sending news and things to those who I believe who want to know what's going on. But when it comes to all these religious things and so on and so forth, I believe that religion should be private. So we'll pick a date next week.
Yes.
with 3 of us.
Yes.
And we'll talk about phone etiquette.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
and
it's
everybody should know that salvation is personal.
Honestly.
It's personal.
It's personal. It's personal. It's enough. You don't need to use your, like they say, use your body to, you're shaking your head and whatever. Almost gets into the feet. Thank you very much, Marianne.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Even though you're not leaving, you're going to do What's Up Lagos any minute
I'm
from
right
now.
here.
And thank you very much, Precious. Is Yabo Precious or Precious Yabo?
Anyone is fine.
So if you marry somebody who has a compound name, and so you'll be Mrs. Precious Yabo Tunde Willoughby. You can't fill a jam form like that, but you're past jam. You can't. Your marriage certificate will take.
She'll have 2 hyphens in her name.
2 hyphens, yes.
Yes.
What's in the name anyway?
A lot.
You think so?
So you think if I marry you, Uncle Jimmy, I'm going to not
I'm
add...
not marrying you. Don't start with that.
No.
I don't know.
I'm not even saying... Wait. This is the point.
I said I don't want
I will put the Disu, but I will hyphenate. My Okon is going to be there. That Okon agree with me.
There's no Okon. There's no
thick
Disu.
And thin.
Make everybody pack on your lane and that pack. But we could have a Disu though.
Your loss.
We could have a Disu though. It's just according to me. All right, Kemi, thank you very much. On Saturday, tomorrow, of course, is a youth-focused whatever program. But on Saturday morning, I found the little girl who scored 99% in mathematics in JAM. So she's coming here on Saturday. I need to read her mind. I'm going to get a surgeon nearby if they can do a transplant. And this is a joke. If they do a transplant of her brain. Because I'm scared of figures. That's why I couldn't go to Igbobi anywhere.
Once I see those things, my brain just
with the policy that you have today, that you have to pass maths and English, I probably would have been selling egg roll or something in traffic. Because so we're going to have her on Saturday. And we'll do her a lot of honor. We need to reform this country and start honoring things that are of value. When I say of value, I don't mean money. You know, all this running after money, spraying and stamping feet on it, running after Rolls Royce. And if you go to, I've been told to try and access TikTok in China. I'll be amazed at what I see. The TikTok we have here is full of all kinds of jagwajantis. You know, people spraying, wearing things they can't afford. Sometimes you know them. This woman is wearing a lace of 150,000. How did she make it? Exactly. But then you also remember that you can go and hire these things from a laundress.
Everything is
higher.
Yes. No, they say it's cruise. Everything is cruise.
Vibes and
It's only in Nigeria you find somebody on a salary of 50K a month and he's using the most expensive phones.
Exactly.
I understand that phones now they cost almost over $1 million.
And some of them it's higher purchase.
The phones.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's still the same value.
But why do you have to do that? Why do you why do you go broke trying to act rich?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, and Kemi, welcome to the club of crazy guys. So we'll do Thursday next week. Okay, yes. That's a deal. All right. Okay, we'll talk about etiquette. All right. Guess who's coming up next? This Mama. What's Up Lagos? So don't go away. Bye.
Touch that dial. Daily Digest returns in a moment.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a